So I plan on doing like little podcast episodes for fun because I love watching podcasts, and I also seen Idris post on his story about Chunks and Philly's podcast. And so I was like, I watched a bit of their podcast, like the first episode, I believe. And so I'm just going to talk about how I feel right now because I feel a bit of like, I just feel a bit lost. I feel a bit distance. I'm not distance. I feel a bit like out of my own head. Like I feel like I'm having not an out of body experience, but something similar to that. Cause I'm just like, is this really my life? I'm like, is this really real life? Like, is this really real life? I think I'm like struggling a bit to grasp the fact that like I'm actually no longer a kid. Like I'm actually forming into an adult. That's really crazy to think about because like I swear I was just a sophomore and I was just a freshman, and as a freshman I never thought that I would live past 15 years old, and I was 15 when I was a freshman, and here I am 17 years old as a senior, and I'm going to be graduating soon, and because I'm an early graduate. And so I think I'm just a bit a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words because I'm like, bro, how did all that time just slip out of my hands, slip out of my reach? It's like, what in the world? And there's also people going through things worse than I am across the world. And it's so crazy to think about. I think about the genocides that are happening. I think about people in Palestine just being killed, and I've seen a post on Instagram about the premature babies that were like literally crying, and it's like, and like just small children crying, and literally one with a whole bloody nose. Guys, people are literally real life dying across the world, and just because it doesn't affect America really, people aren't really like taking it seriously or like really caring about it. And it's just like, whoa, that place is a part of the world. It may not be a part of America, but it's a part of the world. And to see so many people and children, like so many adults and children just be killed is like crazy. Like for real, like crazy. That's really crazy. And to bring the Bible into it, and I also seen my friend post something about Palestine, but actually it was connecting with the Quran. But in my case, it would connect with the Bible, and it says nation will rise against nation. And so I'm like, oh my God. Because if you don't know what that means that Jesus is coming back soon. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is why I posted a little bit about God on my platform, because I'm like, okay, well, I don't really talk about my faith on my Instagram. So I was like, okay, well, let me post this about my Instagram. I'm like, oh my gosh, people, they're gonna judge me. But it's like, that's literally a part of me. Like, it's really a part of me. Something that I really cherish and I really hold to my heart is my relationship with God. And so I'm kind of mad at God right now. I know I'm going off topic to topic, but I'm kind of mad at God because God took away a couple friends in my life that were connected to him also, and also had their own personal relationship with him. But I think he wants me to see that I don't need to depend on other people, whether they be my friends or not. I don't need to depend on anybody else except for him. And it's like, okay, some people aren't going to like you. Aside, like some people in general, they're just not going to like you. They're not going to want to be your friend. And it's because of what you stand for and because of who you are. But you need to learn how to embrace yourself and to stand up on your own 2 feet. And you also need to let me pick you up when you fall. So don't be upset when God takes people away from your life, because it's like he's doing it for your own good, even though it doesn't seem so. Because right now I'm like, man, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know, that was my dog. Like, you know, that was my friend right there. But he has to get you in a place to where he can elevate you, and you know that he elevated you and not the people around you. Because he could use those people as a vessel, but he needs you to know that he's the source and that he will always give you what you need, even when you don't know what you need, because we have these wants and stuff and desires, but it's like he knows what we need. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, but in the cut with my twin, we be vibing. Anyways, guys, subscribe if you like. Hold on. Subscribe if you like. Subscribe and like. And comment and share.